Welcome to Brett Care Court at the Box for a Saturday afternoon Lone Star Conference volleyball match between West Texas A&M and University of Arkansas Fort Smith. I'm Lucas Kinsey. Glad to have you along with us today. The Thunder Vision crew, my director today, Mr. Jacob Johnson, and we are excited for another Lone Star Conference volleyball match again here at the Box, one of the best atmospheres in all of Division II volleyball. The two teams today come in hot, both West Texas A&M and UAFS, on nice winning streaks. For West Texas A&M, they get another win last night, a hard-earned sweep, if it is such a thing. 3-0 win over Oklahoma Christian, but the Lady Buffs had to earn that one last night. They win the first set easily, 25-14, and then it got dicey from there. 27-25 win in set number 2. That was one that Oklahoma Christian had a chance to close out, had a lead actually 25-24, but then the Lady Buffs come back and score 3 straight to win it 27-25. Then in the third set, WT outlasts Oklahoma Christian 25-21. One of the stories from last night was the Lady Buffs losing talented middle blocker Katrina Johnson to a pretty nasty lower leg injury. No word yet on the exact injury or the time that Katrina will be out. She's actually here today with her team on the bench, and so that's a great sign. But it, again, was just one of those tough injuries where it took a while for them to figure out what was going on to get her off the court, and then you had to continue playing. And so they are playing. The Lady Buffs are with a lot of emotions today, playing for their injured teammate, Katrina Johnson, who last night, by the way, was having maybe her best match of her career. She had 8 kills before the injury. She hit .429 and had 2 blocks. Lady Buffs were led last night by Tori Miller with 16 kills as she continues her strong play. She was Lone Star Conference Offensive Player of the Week in the past week for what she did last weekend against St. Mary's and St. Edwards. Also last night, it was a good performance from both setters. From Sadie Snay, she finished with 14 assists and also 4 digs. And then the freshman Blair Moreland, 14 assists. She also had 4 digs in the win. Lady Buffs want to see better defense, better blocking effort today, and also a better overall effort from the right side hitters and also some of the outside hitters that come in and play. Look for stronger performances today out of Cammie Jones, also Sam Jordan, and Ashlyn Vineyard, the true freshman on the right side, who got off to a strong start last night, had 5 kills for the match and hit .444. And so they need to get those other players involved early and often. The Lady Buffs will have to have their A game today because on the other side, University of Arkansas Fort Smith, 9-9 overall record. The Lady Buffs are 13-2 and they're 7-1 in conference. UAFS 9-9 overall, 4-5 in Lone Star Conference play. But they are playing some really good volleyball right now. 3 straight wins, including last night's win on the road in Portales, where they swept Eastern New Mexico 25-19, 25-11, 25-17. Some amazing numbers for the Lions last night. They hit .385 for the match. In the second set, listen to these numbers, .545 as a team hitting percentage, and they had zero attack errors. That is unheard of. They hit .385 in the final set. They finished with 8 serving aces as a team and 7 blocks. This team is very good at serving as well. They are number 1 in the Lone Star Conference in service aces. They were led last night by Courtney Crownover with 9 kills. Courtney hit .533. And then also Kiki Thompson and Reagan Maka combined. They each had 8 kills apiece. And so these two teams have met once before. It was a close one early in September as the Lady Buffs were able to win 3-1. Each set was very tight. We expect the same thing today between UAFS and West Texas A&M. We're going to step aside, take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll set the stage. We'll give you the starting lineups, and we'll have the first serve here between two outstanding teams. We'll be back after this as West Texas A&M gets set to take on University of Arkansas Fort Smith here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
How do you make something that's already fresh even fresher? By adding fresh new things, like crisp pico de gallo for a little kick, and creamy cilantro lime sauce for that extra whoa.
Welcome back to Brick Care Court at the box as West Texas A&M and University of Arkansas Fort Smith get set to have a big volleyball match in conference here this afternoon. Let's look at the starting lineups first for the Lady Lions. Their head coach is Jane Sargent in her 24th season, 301 wins, just 90 losses. The starters for UAFS, number 1, Kiki Thompson, 5'10" middle blocker from Killeen, Texas, hit .667 last night in the win over Eastern. Number 2, Chloe Alderson, she'll be the setter starting today, 5'9" freshman from North Richland Hills. Number 8, Hannah Holland, a middle blocker, 6'1", a sophomore from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Number 12, Paola Fregali, really good volleyball player, a 5'9" sophomore out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, a transfer from Chicago State. Number 15, starter, Courtney Crownover. Courtney, a 5'9" sophomore from Waxahachie, Texas. And number 17, Reagan Maka, outside hitter, 5'8" redshirt freshman from Wichita Falls. Reagan, talented hitter, can really swing, and was impressed with her when we saw this team back in September at the Brick Care Lady Buff Classic. As we remember, you go back to that match, Lady Buffs won 3-1, but the scores went Lady Lions winning the first set, 23-25, and then WT won the next 3. But look at these scores, 25-22, 25-18, and 25-22. So each one was very close. And so for Arkansas Fort Smith, this is a very talented team, a team that was picked to finish 5th in the preseason Lone Star Conference. And it's a team that really has better talent than what they had showed record-wise. But again, they are playing some very good volleyball right now. And so it's all that matters is what happens today. For West Texas A&M on the other side, the starters for the Buffaloes, their head coach, Kendra Potts, in her 3rd season, a 45-win, 13-loss record. An appearance in the NCAA tournament in 2019. Kendra's assistant coaches Casey Shingler and Krista Branson. For West Texas A&M, they will start number 1, Marjani Stanfield, a 5'9" freshman from Houston, Texas. She'll have to step up in the middle, along with we expect to see off the bench tonight. She's been out for about 2 weeks, but Lauren Marler, she will play a big role today with Katrina Johnson unable to go after the injury last night. Number 5, Ashlyn Vineyard will start, 5'11" freshman. Very talented player on the right side, continuing to improve each match. Last night, 5 kills in the win over Oklahoma Christian. Number 13, Abby Nash, a 5'9" junior from Tucson, Arizona. Transfer from Lamar University, averaging 1.4 kills per set and hitting .255. Starting at setter, number 14, true freshman Blair Moreland. She's out of Katy, Texas, had a great match last night with 14 assists and 4 digs. In the middle, number 16, Kayla Elliott, 6-foot junior from Wildemar, California. Last time these two teams played, she had a huge match, 14 kills, and they need her presence tonight. Last night, she only had 3 kills, but she only got 6 swings. So they need Kayla Elliott's performance today to be very solid. Number 31, the Terminator, Tori Miller, All-American, averaging over 4 kills per set. Tori doing a great job defensively as well. Last night, 13 kills. She hit .458 in the match. And so for West Texas A&M, you look at the Lady Buffs, third in the Lone Star Conference standings as they go into today behind Angelo State and UT Tyler. Both of those teams winning today. But the Lady Buffs have been perfect at home this season, 8-0 here at the box. You go back to last season in the spring, they won all 6 matches here in Canyon. And so 14 straight wins in this building. It will not be easy today, though, as the Lions, the Lady Lions of UAFS, have an outstanding squad. So for West Texas A&M, what do the Lady Buffs need to do better today? Well, Coach Potts, in talking to her before the match, she feels like they need better balance. The hitters have to do a better job, especially getting that depth from players like Cammie Jones, from Sam Jordan, also from Ashlyn Vineyard. And then defensively, she said, hey, we're second in the conference in blocks, and we've got to do that. They did not do that in the second and third sets like she would have wanted to see, and so Oklahoma Christian took advantage. They started hitting at a higher clip. You look at that match last night, and the numbers did not lie. The Lady Buffs in the first set as an offensive team hit .429, and then it dipped in the second set, just .184. In the third set, .091. What they were able to do is hold Oklahoma Christian to a hitting percentage of .071. That is what WT does better than only 7 teams in the country. They're 8th in the nation in defensive opponent hit percentage. Coming into this weekend's matches, opponents were hitting just .112. So we're ready for some volleyball. We hope you are too. Between University of Arkansas Fort Smith and West Texas A&M. Mentioned for the Lady Lions, their head coach, Jane Sargent, 24 seasons. Congratulations to Coach Sargent, as a week ago she picked up her 300th career win. She's one of only 70 coaches in the country to win 700 games, and that's at any level, Division I or Division II. She knows her volleyball, and so does the Lady Buffs head coach on the other side, Kendra Potts. To start things off today, it will be Abby Nash that will have the first serve, and we are underway. Good attempt in the middle from Kiki Thompson, handled by Vogel. Fregali, nice defense there for the Lady Lions, and we've got a whistle, violation, double called against the Lady Lions, so a quick point on an error by Arkansas Fort Smith gives the Lady Buffs a 1-0 lead. Serve handled easily. Nice set to the outside tip shot. Miller was there to handle that one. Good swing by Vineyard, but even better defense by Fregali. Overpass, and that's going to be a point for Arkansas Fort Smith. What happened was it just barely skimmed the roof here at the box. And again, in explaining that rule, if the defense hits it and it hits the roof on the defensive side, you play on. But if it goes over the net, touches the roof on the offensive side, the point goes to the Lions, and that's what happened. The next point will go to West Texas A&M, though, as the Lady Buffs get that one and lead to serving one. Kayla Elliott leads the Lady Buffs in service aces this season. Had 2 last night. Lions out of system, and that leads to an easy tip for Marjani Stanfield. Good assist as well for Blair Moreland. And good to see Marjani Stanfield get off to a nice start. Nearly a service ace, but handled on the backside for Arkansas Fort Smith, and that'll be a point for the Lady Lions. It was Jaslyn Wells, give her credit, number 9 defensively, to handle Elliott's serve, or it would have been a point for West Texas A&M. Instead, the Lady Lions score their second point and cut WT's lead down to 1. Just started first set here from Brett Kerr Court at the box. Good one-hand beach dig on the back row again from Wells. She's playing some good volleyball right now for UAFS. Miller. She hits that one right down the line. No chance for a return from Arkansas Fort Smith. And again, Miller, just last Friday, had her career high 28 kills in a 5-set win against St. Mary's. She's number 2 in the conference. Good effort by Abby Nash to keep that ball alive. They get it to Tori Miller, and it was close, but just out. That one was so close that there was a little hesitation from the line judge on, do I point down or up? And Kendra Potts is going to grab the green card, which means she's going to challenge Miller's shot, which was very close. Tori's so good at placing those shots on the back row. As there's a look at Kendra Potts chatting with her team while she's got some time, and they look at this last play. The score right now, 4-3, West Texas A&M, but it could be all tied at 4 if the officials determined that shot did go out of bounds. It'll be close. There's a look at Jane Sargent. Very focused. Again, 24 seasons with UAFS. And she knows how important this match is right now. They, again, in the Lone Star Conference right now, they sit in that 8 or 9 spot. But with some of the other matches that are going on today in the conference, they do have a chance to move up a little bit. Let's look at some of the scores from around the Lone Star Conference while we have a chance. Eastern New Mexico is up on Oklahoma Christian 2-0 right now. They're in the third set, and the Greyhounds lead that one 5-3. Midwestern State taking on Western New Mexico, and they're all tied 1-1 in the match. UT Tyler sweeps Texas A&M International today 3-0. And Angelo State will take on Dallas Baptist. They have not started yet that game in Dallas at the Burge Center. So this one must be really, really close. They're going to come out and make a determination. Going to explain it to the scorekeeper first, and now come over it, and the down ref will tell Coach Potts just how close that shot from Miller was. And it was out. So the point does go to Arkansas Fort Smith. The Lady Lions will take the ball and serve, and so you can usually tell how close those calls are by the time it takes to get the review. So good job by the officials there, and they get the point to the Lions. The set from Sadie Snee to Miller, but Tori drifted into the net, and so the point will go back to Arkansas Fort Smith, and now we're tied 4-4. To serve, number 9, Jaslyn Wells, 5'6" senior out of Lebanon, Missouri. Jones was off balance there, got it over, handled easily by Arkansas Fort Smith. What a block. It was a low set, so that really did not put Courtney Crownover in the best position. But Tori Miller and Marjani Stanfill built a wall and put that ball right back on the other side. Point Lady Buffs, 5 serving 4, Miller to serve. Set to the middle and in. What a shot. Coach Potts upset at the up ref. Feels like something violation had occurred from the Lady Lions, but what did happen was a big kill by Hannah Holland. Point UAFS. They set up Jones on the right side. Handled easily on the back row by Crownover. Now she just has to push it over, so the Lady Buffs have a chance. Stanfill can't connect in the back, and another whistle. I think they called a double against Arkansas Fort Smith. So point West Texas A&M, 6 serving 5. Neither team hitting at a very good percentage right now. Some mistakes being made on both sides. As WT hitting .083, Arkansas Fort Smith triple zeros. They try the middle again, and it's slammed down. Kill good for Hannah Holland. So you can see early right now, UAFS using the middle. And they tie the first set up, 6-6. Jump serve over from Fragali. Nash rolls one over, handled nicely by the Lady Lions. A rally going back and forth here. Free ball and a misfire by Chloe Alderson as she tried to make a quick dump over, and it did not work. Lexi Lewis is in for University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona. 6th all-time already in digs for the program. Nearly another tip shot, but Vogel's able to save it, and then Abby Nash puts it away. Big time shot there from the outside by Abby Nash. And that's what Kendra Potts wants to see. Players like Nash and Vineyard stepping up. There's a good kill from the outside for the Lady Lions. That's Reagan Maka. He's able to cut a shot across and find that corner on the opposite side. These two teams going back and forth. This is what I expected today. Elliott, and there's a good placement shot from Kayla Elliott. That is what young volleyball players, if you're watching, you see the last 2 points. Elliott and Reagan Maka not hitting right into the defense, placing that ball with precision. Lady Buffs lead 9-7. Maka denied. Denied again from Elliott and Vineyard. And then this point is going to go to Arkansas Fort Smith. Give the kill to Maka. It'll be Crownover, excuse me. They got the kill. 8 serving 9. And that one goes straight down. Kayla Elliott slams that ball for a big kill. Perfect set. And no chance defensively for the Lady Lions. Elliott serves. Overpass. And Tori Miller tries to put one over. And it's going to be a point for West Texas A&M. See if they got UAFS in the net. The point went to West Texas A&M. They lead by 3. Alderson pushes it outside. Again, Maka denied. Good block touch for West Texas A&M. Moreland pushes outside to Tori Miller. And in. Another good cut shot there for West Texas A&M. Jane Sargent up off the bench. And she will take a timeout, seeing her team trail by 4. Good start for West Texas A&M. They lead 12-8. We're back after this timeout as volleyball action continues on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Joints begin to fail. It's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Welcome back to Brick Care Court here at the box on the campus of West Texas A&M. Lady Buffs lead this first set 12-8 over the University of Arkansas. Fort Smith, Kayla Elliott serves. And Kayla Elliott nearly gets an ace. Good hustle by UAFS to get this one back over the net. Miller's got a chance, and Miller nearly gets blocked. The Lady Buffs kept it alive. We thought a whistle, and they call 4-touch against West Texas A&M. Kendra Potts wants an explanation. If it was tipped and came back to Miller, let's look at this again. Yeah. That's what Miller is asking the up ref is, if I hit it over and it's blocked by Arkansas, comes right back to me and I hit it up. She didn't hit it a second time. So it continues. Tori Miller goes to the side. Kendra Potts gives the communication, and again, yeah, they're going to lose this argument here. I don't think you can challenge that. And so the point will go to UAFS, and Reagan Maka gets set to serve. So interesting sequence there. And the Lady Lions will serve, 9 serving 12. Good low, flat serve, but WT handles it. Tip shot, attempt from Vineyard. A big swing on the outside there for Arkansas Fort Smith. Both teams defensively handling it. We got a whistle, and Arkansas Fort Smith was in the net. So the point goes back to the Lady Buffs. Sadie Snee to serve, senior setter. Alderson to the outside, goodness. That was Savannah Wharton who's in, and she's got a powerful swing, but it was handled on the back row by Abby Nash, and then that leads to a big kill for West Texas A&M and a 5-point lead. 14 serving 9. That was Marjani Stanfield that got the block solo. Deep serve, handled by Maka. Wharton with a tip shot, and great hustle from Tori Miller. She tried to sell out and keep that ball alive. Point goes back to the Lady Lions. Jaslyn Wells, libero for UAFS serves. Miller, a lot of power on that one, but it's out. So an attack error leads to another point for UAFS. Look at the two teams. WT hitting at 250 right now, .091 for the visitors. Good block touch by Wharton. Stays alive, and a whistle. Lady Lions get caught in the net. Both teams have had a lot of errors in this first set. Good volleyball, but a lot of net violations. A couple of doubles called. It's a 15-11 lead right now for West Texas A&M. Off the block, out of bounds, and a point for Arkansas Fort Smith. Gives the ball to Courtney Crownover, 5'9" sophomore, right side hitter. Again, who last night hit .533, had 9 kills in the easy win over Eastern New Mexico. What a shot there from Hannah Holland. Kind of a no-look kill, if you will, because she's in the middle and just slaps that ball across her body down for the kill. Side out, and that will give the point to West Texas A&M. Service error committed by Arkansas Fort Smith. In to serve, Chandler Vogel for West Texas A&M. Vogel, again, second all-time in digs. And that one is going to go back to Arkansas Fort Smith. I'll welcome in my broadcast partner who's doing double duty today, Alex Kiffer. Alex, good to see you, buddy.
It's good to see you as well. I'm happy to be here. Do we have sound? Do we have sound?
You do.
There we go. There we go. I'm happy to be here.
Just came over from the pitch.
I did.
We'll talk about that soccer match here in a little bit. Kayla Elliott is able to tool the block and get one down there, so a good start for her, and that's what Kendra Potts wants to see. Last night didn't feel like Kayla got involved till it was late in that match, even though it was in a sweep win for WT. Blair Moreland will come in to serve. And Alex, this first one has been back and forth. What we expected last time we saw these two teams play. It was a 3-1 win for WT, but again, each set was close. That swing out wide and a point back to West Texas A&M, but the Lady Lions, 3 straight wins. So they've been playing some good volleyball. They sit about middle of the pack right now in the conference, WT in 3rd.
Yeah, we saw them play a little bit here at the BritCare Lady Buff Classic. They were a pretty solid team. They were, I would say, more of a streaky team than anything else. If they got going, they were really able to get going, and really they could compete with just about anybody in the Lone Star Conference. But if you get them off their game, and they're not hitting like they need to be, getting those good first passes, they're a pretty unbeatable team for sure.
They get a point there on an attack error, and service error, the second one we've seen in the last 4 possessions here. Point back to West Texas A&M, 19-15. One thing I don't know is the last time we saw these two teams, Chloe Price was playing outstanding. Mm-hmm. She has not stepped on the floor so far today, and so they've got a setter in, Chloe Alderson. But again, Price was on the all-tournament team when Arkansas Fort Smith came here in early September. A timeout taken by the Lady Lions as they trail by 5. WT up 20-15. We're back after this quick timeout here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks! Welcome back to BritCare Court at the box here in Canyon. Lucas Kinsey along with Alex Kipfer and the Thunder Vision production crew bringing you this Lone Star Conference volleyball match. Right now, Lady Buffs lead it 20-15 in set number 1. You look at the updated stats now, WT hitting 207. And again, doing what they do so well, playing great defense, holding the Lady Lions to just .067. And there have been already 7 attack errors committed by UAFS. Abby Nash serves. They get it back to Maka, and she has a powerful swing, but good dig from Nash. Free ball here for the Lady Lions. Tip shot, no good as Vogel handled it. Each team, wow, a tip that the Lady Buffs just fell asleep back there, and it falls down good for UAFS.
Yeah, I think that was Thompson in the middle there. Really climbed the ladder on that one. It's going to be interesting to see that battle throughout this match between Thompson and Elliott. That's for sure, 2 very athletic middle blockers.
Here's Alderson talking about her stepping in as the setter. She serves. Maka denied. When you can get a block like that, especially coming against an offensive player who we know how good Reagan Maka is, there's not much you can do about that. Block comes back and falls in for a point.
Yeah, no, that's very, very tough. For that, you really just kind of have to be in the right spot at the right time off of that block. I mean, if you're not there and you don't already have your platform ready to go, any other movement like that, as we see a service ace from Kayla Elliott, something we've seen her do a lot this year. But again, if you don't have your platform ready to go and you're in the spot, you're not going to get it.
It was a first service ace of the match for West Texas A&M. This time, the Lady Lions handle it. And number 1, Kiki Thompson, handles it. Alex mentioned this earlier, but she hit 667 last night against Eastern New Mexico. They swept the Greyhounds. And Kiki Thompson had 8 kills. Courtney Crownover led the team with 9 kills. They're trying to complete the road sweep, trying to win a 4th straight match. That will help. That's another service ace for UAFS. Give it to Reagan Maka.
Wow, that's a great serve right there. Very, very tough spot. If you're Abby Nash in the back, you just got to try to get to it. I mean, but that ball is going to be moving a lot at the same time, so it's still very, very tough to determine if it's going to go left or right. Almost like a knuckleball, you know. Pitcher throws a knuckleball, even you see catchers struggle with it sometimes. So even if you know that it's coming and the float serve is coming, it can break last minute and you don't know where it's going to go.
Terminator strikes again there. Tori Miller gets another kill. That is her 5th so far in this match here in the first set. And give credit to Blair Moreland, the setter. She had to really move to get in position and get the ball to Tori. Another block, Miller and Stanfill. And right now, the Lady Buffs defensively have set a wall. It's 24-18 set point here for West Texas A&M. Opportunity here for Arkansas Fort Smith. Big swing from Wharton. You know, we've seen a lot of the teams so far in the conference. I would put Wharton up there in terms of velocity. She can really bring the ball down.
Yeah, no, she's definitely very skilled. Has what we call a rocket arm, something that we see a lot from that girl right there who just finished off the game.
And she finishes the game off with
speed.
The touch, and that's what makes her so good. The Lady Buffs win the first set as Tori Miller gets kill number 6, and the Lady Buffs win. Yeah, let's take a look at that one again. 25-19, we'll see Tori Miller. Good job again from the setter, Snee. And that's tough because the defense is expecting a heater. They get the change up. The Lady Buffs win the first set. We'll take a timeout, come back with some statistics, and we'll start set number 2 here from the box right after this.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
In the heart of Texas, the prairie's wide.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
In the heart of Texas.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
How do you make something that's already fresh even fresher? By adding fresh new things, like crisp pico de gallo for a little kick, and creamy cilantro lime sauce for that extra whoa. And pepper jack cheese because, of course, all on top of 2 fresh beef patties.
Welcome back to the box. Great start for West Texas A&M as they take the first set, lead 1-0. And let's look at stats from the first set. Stats of the match right now. And Alex, pretty even, but obviously defense stands out for West Texas A&M. They're playing great defense, holding Arkansas Fort Smith to low numbers hitting-wise. And the blocks, you're having a block party today.
Yeah, definitely. The invitations to the block party are going out. Again, we've already seen Marjani and Kayla and Tori all giving out these blocks. And when you're holding a team to under 100 on their hitting percentage, .081 right now, the hitting percentage for Arkansas Fort Smith. It's very, very hard to win games like that, whether it's off of the attack errors or the blocks from the Lady Buffs. Very hard to win games, as WT, as we saw, took the first set, I wouldn't say easily, but comfortably, 25-19.
Well, and expect the Lady Lions to come back. I mean, they're not gonna go away easily, but for Arkansas Fort Smith, what adjustments, if you're Jane Sargent, as she has 24 years of experience to do this, but what adjustments do you make?
No, she is an absolutely wonderful coach. She would not be there as long as she has been if she was not extremely well at not only setting her players up to be successful, but making adjustments from set to set. And I really expect to see them potentially take 1, even 2 here if they could get going. But I would say the biggest key is going to be not doing that right there, limiting your errors offensively, as we see the Lady Lions get out first to an early lead. Just a miscommunication on the set.
It was, and those are tough, kind of when you got your setter in the middle trying to get it to that middle blocker. What a shot. The kill good for Tori Miller, as again she works the opposite side, finds just a crease, an opening, and gets her 7th kill of the match. Ties up set number 2, 1-1. Lady Buffs took the first set 25-19. Alderson back set, and look at that shot.
Oh, that's a tough spot
for Courtney Crownover.
That's a tough spot. Again,
that's some vision right there.
Back to back, incredible placement. The first one from Miller, the next one from Crownover. Again, Lexi Lewis was there on that other ball. It just the roll of the ball had it able to drop right onto the line, and then Crownover noticing where the defense is and where it isn't, most importantly, and able to find a spot.
Ashlyn Vineyard with that kill there, and that's good to get the freshman from Emerald High School going. Last night, she had a great start, had 4 kills in the first set, finished with 5, and that's what Coach Potson, talking to her before the game, she said Ashlyn's talent is, her ceiling is so high as the serve goes out, and the service error gives a point to Arkansas Fort Smith. But she said with Ashlyn and also players like Cammie Jones and maybe Corn Davis, these younger players, they're having to learn that there's a lot more to the game than just hard swings and using your athleticism.
Definitely. But being able to swing hard and being athletic definitely gives you a little bit of an edge, that's for sure. And I do see big things coming, as that swing there from Wharton is long. Ties it back up at 3 apiece. But I do see a lot of big things coming from Ashlyn Vineyard in the next 4 years here in Canyon.
Yeah, you forget about that as you look out on the floor. Cammie Jones, freshman. Marjani Stanfield, freshman. And Tori Miller, believe it or not, sophomore.
Yeah, incredible. All-American and a sophomore, just a lot of great things to come for all of these underclassmen. And I mean, you can't forget about Blair. She's not on the court right now, but freshman. This team is going to be good for years to come. Emma Patterson, freshman.
And she played a great match last night.
Wonderful.
Junior Abby Nash tools the block and gets that kill there for West Texas A&M. So the lead is 4-3 for WT here in set number 2. They work the middle. Good defense again for Sadie Snee. Back row attack from Tori Miller, handled by the Lady Lions. Maka rolls one over. And some hang time, but Stanfield unable to get hers down. Two teams going back and forth, and no points to show for it until Wharton easily denies Cammie Jones' shot. But Jones, the set was not
the set was a little bit too far outside towards the antenna based off of where Jones was setting up. Again, if she's further outside, off the outside edge of the court when she's coming in, she can probably get to it or even just push it further over, as we have a service error there from Crownover. But again, just the set placement on that ball really made it very difficult for Jones.
Well, Jones is 5'10". Here's a look at that last serve. It just didn't make it over. But Jones is 5'10". Now, she can jump out of the gym. But on the other side, Wharton is 6'4".
Yeah. Now, it makes it even more difficult when you have a set that's a little bit out of where you want it to be. And then
Wharton puts one on the other side that Vogel handles. They set up Nash. He tries a tip shot. Good defense by Fregali. Oh, the block touch by Elliott goes back. Arkansas Fort Smith plays on, and Wharton's denied again. One hand pass. Nash can't get her shot down. Look at the defense by both sides. The rally goes on. Wharton will try a tip shot, and it goes down. That was exhaustion. It was almost like Wharton said, let's just try a tip shot this time, see if that works.
I think there was a little bit of, I guess, like hesitation would be the best way to put it, because I think Sadie saw that Abby was about to go for it and then held up, but then realized that she was really going to be the only one to get to it.
And, you know, Alex, at some point, Coach Sargent, she's got to be thinking we cannot afford these service errors. Too many.
Yeah, 4 service errors, 2 in the first set, 2 in this set. And again, like I was mentioning, that's something that you have to cut out if you're going to beat this Lady Buff team. You can't have unforced errors like that attack error right there from Thompson. I mean, again, just something that you can't have if you're going to beat this Lady Buff team. They capitalize on errors too well and make the best out of bad situations for you to be down in the error count but up on the scoreboard.
That's going to be a service ace as the pass goes into the stands out of bounds, and that will cause Coach Sargent to take a quick timeout. Lady Buffs lead 8-5 over UAFS here in set number 2. They lead the match 1-0. We're back after this timeout on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
West Texas A&M leads here in the second set, 8-5 over UAFS. Lucas Kinsey alongside Alex Kipfer. Our director today, Jacob Johnson. The Thunder Vision crew, the camera operators today, Kason Johnson, Cheyenne Jonas, and Daniel Kalunga. And Alex, right now, Blair Moreland to serve. See what UAFS does out of the timeout. What the Lady Buffs do is Kayla Elliott continues to protect the net. She stuffs one down. Lady Buffs' defense has been on point today.
Yeah, she's very, very difficult to work around, especially if you don't get a good pass, and she knows where it's going. She's going to have it timed and be ready in the middle.
They try Maka. She's denied again from this time Vineyard. And a great tip shot. That's honestly what the Lady Lions have almost gone to is, okay, so West Texas A&M is setting that wall up, setting that block, so they're going to have to use more touch and less power.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a little bit more difficult because sometimes, you know, when you get that perfect set and it's nice and high and you just want to swing as hard as you can, and sometimes you can't do that.
Oh, Miller nearly got one down there, but good hustle to keep that alive by the Lady Lions. Abby Nash tools the block. Pancake dig. They play on. Nicely done by UAFS. We got a whistle and a four-touch by.
No touch at the net, straight into the tape. An incredible dig, however, by Fergali. I mean, way to keep that one alive. As we see the replay, just full extension.
Sliding down to the floor. Looks like Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah, and the sophomore from Brazil doing great things for Fort Smith. However, sometimes it's just not enough.
Well, this WT team has looked focused today. Did not play their best volleyball last night, even in a sweep over Oklahoma Christian. There's a kill in the middle. Hannah Holland. She was the hot hand early in the first set. And they go to her again for Holland. Kill number 4.
Yeah, if you're Kayla there, you can't just send it over like that after getting a free ball. And it looks like Blair Moreland called it. Yeah.
She really did a great job, I thought, of trying to stay out. Kendra Potts making a case for Blair Moreland.
Does she challenge? Do you think she challenges?
I'm not sure.
Again, last night when Oklahoma Christian was here, Coach Scotch used
Yes.
all 4 challenges in the first 2 sets.
Point goes to UAFS. Vineyard, there's that powerful swing from Ashlyn Vineyard for the kill. So here's kind of what we were talking about. 3 players on the floor right now, Alex, all freshmen, with Vineyard, Stanfield, and Blair Moreland.
And then you have an All-American that's a sophomore.
And 2 juniors.
Correct.
UAFS, free ball. Moreland, back set, Vineyard, hot hand. Did she get one again? Yes, she did.
Oh, my goodness.
For Ashlyn, heating up 4 kills on 10 swings.
Wow. Incredible. And she's lefty, so she's perfect on the right side.
Elliott off the tape, handled by Jaslyn Wells. Tori Miller, tip shot, no. And there's
That's
another.
tough.
These
Yeah.
are impressive.
No,
These
tough.
shots from Crownover. You know, the two-hand push, and at first when your eyes go to that, you're like, what are you doing? Well, she knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah,
it's not a powerful swing.
Yeah,
she
that's
just sees
twice
it
in a
open.
row. That's twice that she's gotten it in the exact same spot on that corner. She got a little bit of help this time from the tape, but both of them very well placed.
Oh, look at that. Great hustle by Maka to push that ball back over on the attempt from Stanfield. Holland straight down.
That's a good swing.
I think they've got to get number 8 involved as much as possible, because Hannah Holland right now, look at her stats, 5 kills, 8 attempts.
Yeah, no, definitely swinging the ball very well. 625 hitting percentage.
Yeah. Serve from Maka. Hanging in the air, gliding. You could almost see the cape coming off the back of her jersey there. Tori, the Terminator, puts that kill down. Look at this, soaring through the air.
I don't know how you do that sometimes. Like, that's just so difficult to be able to hang and still keep your shoulders straight in the area to be able to hit it where you want.
Alex.
And not only hit it where you want, but be able to read a block and then change at the last second. Something that we've seen Tori do very, very well here in her time in Kenyon.
If we could get Kendra Potts to get us an extra 31 jersey, right, and then get a cape, a maroon cape, we could go Halloween as Tori Miller.
I mean, I'm okay with that. That's cool with me.
14-10. West Texas A&M with the lead here in set number 2. Out of system, but a great job for Reagan Maka. She kept that ball alive. Not only kept it alive, but put a great swing on it. Nearly got that ball into the basket, but it's going to be a point for UAFS. I think Tom Brown would have been impressed with that shot, right?
Yeah, if it would have gone in.
And Kendra Potts making an argument that
here.
I wonder if it's the rule. Sometimes I've been in some gyms, at least high school, Alex, where if it hits the rim or the backboard or something basketball standard-wise, then it's a replay.
Well, it's going to depend. It's going to depend upon where the player is at. So Chandler Vogel was arguing that her and Nash were right underneath the goal when it hit the basketball or the rim, I guess. So they're trying to say that they would have been able to get an opportunity to play it, but the goal is there, so they couldn't. So that's part of what they were, I guess, petitioning for would be the best way to put it, that they're underneath the goal and that they would have had a chance. However,
didn't work out that way.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Savannah Wharton gets the kill on the next play there for UAFS, and then it goes back to Tori Miller, who collects kill number 9. They've been going to Tori a lot. She's got 22 swings already here in the match, 15 serving 12. Alderson sets it to number 15 Crownover, who again places a shot, this time down the line in the back for a point. Lead trimmed to 2, 13 serving 15, and Crownover, the lefty, will put it over the net. Stanfield did not time that attempt, and it ends up going back on the opposite side for WT, point UAFS, and it's now 14 serving 15.
It's a close game.
You see right here, and that's where those plays where the setter is right there in the middle, and they kind of had that exchange. They've struggled on those. Abby Nash is able to put one down there. She's had a much better match today.
Yes, she's played very well. Again, yesterday she didn't really come in until like the second set, I believe, about midway through the second set. But she's getting a lot more action today, and she's making the most of it.
Vogel serves. Free ball for WT. Snee pushes outside. Nash does it again off the block. Kill for number 13.
4 kills on 11 swings for Abby Nash, and most importantly, no attack errors. As she's hitting .364, that's the highest for the Lady Buffs today.
Good block touch again from Kayla Elliott. Defensively, she has been a nightmare for UAFS. Cammie Jones tools the block and gets one down. And, Alex, this is when WT plays its best, when it's not just number 31, when Cammie Jones is going, Abby Nash is going, Kayla Elliott's doing her thing in the middle. So the balance on this team, when everybody does their part, they're one of the best teams in the country.
Definitely. They have a lot of depth, which is one of the biggest things for WT right now, and they use it very well. Coach Potts does a great job of setting players up, putting them in positions to win. As Nash will swing this one just a little bit long.
That's like a heat check, right? Like in basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
Just pound that one.
For sure. We've seen our fair share of heat checks from the likes of Quay Grant, JoJo Murray, Zach Toussaint. If we want to go back a little bit farther, David Chavlovich. Like, we've had our fair share of heat checks.
Yeah, when you're on fire, you just go ahead and swing away, right?
You might as well. You have nothing to lose at this point. That's a good set. Sadie was able to move the middle, and the middle was a little bit late to rotate, as we see here. The set, the middle's laid over, and it's a solo block, and Cammie wins that one easily.
Perfect example of what a back set can do, right?
Yes, definitely. And that's also an example of what having multiple hitters can do. Again, if Nash is hot on the outside, less likely to maybe see a back set to Jones, or if Elliott's doing well in the middle. And then on top of that, just to mention that Miller can hit from the back row as well. I mean, just an incredible amount of options like that.
Child, please. Kayla Elliott at the net, straight down. She gotta be careful with this Brick Care court here. It's brand new, Kayla. Ooh.
Yeah, I think I'll take a couple more of those. It'll be all right. The court, it's designed for this, right?
Okay. 20-16, Lady Buffs lead. Elliott, another one. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
You're not getting that one.
Fifth kill for Kayla Elliott.
I'm really waiting for a timeout from Coach Sargent. Oh, there it is.
Okay. You get your wish. 21-16, WT looking strong today as they lead over UAFS in set number 2. We're back after this quick timeout here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
A smile is understood in any language. It represents joy, love, and shows you care. At Full Smile Dental, our mission is to build lifelong relationships one smile at a time by providing accessible, compassionate, quality care with the personal touch of friendship. Come see us at Full Smile Dental, located in Canyon, Amarillo, Dumas, and Dalhart, and ask us about our free Whitening for Life program.
Welcome back to Britcare Court at the box as West Texas A&M and UAFS battle set number 2. To serve, Abby Nash. Lady Buffs on a nice roll for the match, hitting 246, holding UAFS to 108. That will be a point for the Lady Lions. Good job at the net. And to serve, Chloe Alderson. Back set. Vineyard, that is in. What a play.
Wow.
The assist from Moreland
Yeah.
to back set, push it far out to the opposite side, to the right side, and then the precision. This is a great play.
Yeah, it's tough because Lewis is there, but she just thinks it might be over her head, and it's in.
So the kill to Vineyard. Block. Party continues.
Wow. Not much Fort Smith can do right now when the Lady Buffs are hitting like this and blocking like that.
Serve sails out, and so that gives a point back to UAFS. Yeah, a lot of confidence right now from Stanfill and Vineyard, Cammie Jones.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff right now.
The up from Miller. Vogel pushes it right back to Torrey. Handled on the other side, though, by Jaslyn Wells. Got a whistle and net violation against West Texas A&M. Point back to Arkansas Fort Smith. So it's Reagan Maka to serve here. They set up Vineyard again, and she puts it down. And this, we're getting to see some great volleyball today from Ashland Vineyard. 6 kills, 12 swings, some consistency from number 5, the Amarillo High School product. A great match for Vineyard today. 24-19, set point. Holland tries to get one down, but it's denied by Chandler Vogel. Miller out.
Ooh,
tried to get that back row.
That was close. A great dig by Vogel in the back, and a heads-up play from Abby Nash to get the setup quickly to Miller, just unable to get it down. 9
digs already today for Chandler Vogel. Miller, be careful there, Marjani. Great hustle as she went into the stands. But, Alex, after what we saw yesterday, just kind of hold your breath as you see players going toward the net or out of bounds. Talked about that just briefly in pregame. Katrina Johnson obviously injured yesterday and lower leg injury.
She is here in attendance today, so good sign.
Good hustle by Snee to get that ball, and then it will end with a point for West Texas A&M. 25-21. They take set number 2. Lady Buffs looking strong today as they take a 2-0 lead in the match. We'll step aside, take a timeout, come back with the third set here from Canyon, Texas after these messages.
90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, This is the Lone Star Conference.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks! Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular Team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy everything else that matters to you. BSA for life.
Welcome back to Canyon, Texas. As we look at that last point that sealed the second set, Cami Jones was able to get that one over for WT as they lead the match 2-0 over UAFS. And so for West Texas A&M, looking at the updated statistics, still even in a lot of areas. The blocks advantage 6-4 to WT. Kills 29-24, but for West Texas A&M, again, the hitting percentage continues to be a factor. And so we'll see if the Lady Lions can force a fourth set. Now, Alex, you were down there last night doing the public address for the Lady Buffs volleyball. They haven't done anything yet in terms of set number 3, but if they were able to get a sweep, this feels and honestly looks as a whole like they're playing much better tonight than they did last night.
Yeah, definitely. Again, Oklahoma Christian went over to Eastern New Mexico today and got swept in Port Salis. And there was a set yesterday where the Lady Buffs had a lead 24 to like 17 or 16 the second set.
8 straight points were scored.
And they almost lost.
Yeah, by Oklahoma Christian.
But it seems like just about any time Fort Smith goes to make a run, the Lady Buffs answer right back with a run that's the same size or a larger size than their own. So out of rotation called, Lady Buffs get an early point.
Yeah, Coach Sargent not going to be happy about that when she comes out and talks to her setter, Chloe Alderson.
Yeah, that's a tough battle right there. Already start off down a point. Gotta love the band here at the box.
So to serve Abby Nash. Overpass leads to Tori Miller slamming it down for a kill.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, Alex, earlier. You can't make those mistakes against teams like West Texas A&M because they'll take advantage. Quick 2-0 lead here in set number 3.
Good serve.
Maka just a little off, and that's really what we've seen today. This Lady Lions team does not look the same, Alex, from when we saw them in September. And not to just point to one player, but again, I go back to Chloe Price, who was playing setter for them earlier this season and has not seen the floor today. Not sure if there's an injury, if it's something else, but you know how important the play is from your setter, basically the quarterback of the offense.
Yeah.
And so makes a difference. That one's going to be a point for Arkansas Fort Smith. One will serve 3. And Alex, even though it was painful, we don't have time to go through the whole thing, but at least give the fans the kind of the story, the quick story of the soccer match today. Lady Buffs had a big lead. There's a point for Arkansas Fort Smith. Lady Buffs soccer led TWU at halftime, and then they lost.
Yep. Lady Buffs led 4-1 at halftime. Hannah Kelly Lusk put in her second goal of the match with like 6 seconds left, I believe, in the first half. And then it just all fell apart from there. Lady Buffs gave up 1, held off for a while, had a couple of chances to score, had a couple of great saves from Morgan Sherman, the goalkeeper for TWU, that really kept them in the game. And then another late goal came in with under 10 minutes left. And then the game-tying goal was scored with under a minute remaining. And just very difficult situation there. Under a minute left in overtime, in the first overtime even, that would have gave the Lady Buffs a break. The game-winning goal was scored, and that's really all she wrote. Just unable to close things out down the stretch. Lady Buffs played great otherwise, just unable to close things out when it mattered in crunch time.
Again, the women's soccer action that was taking on over at the pitch earlier today. Our score right now here at Brett Kerr Court at the box is Lady Buffs lead 4-3. Good rally going on as Miller will put it over. And off the block goes out. It's a point for the Lady Lions for Fregali, and we're tied 4-4. I expect, even though this match has really gone obviously in favor of West Texas A&M, this is a tough team, this Arkansas Fort Smith team. And just like their coach, Jane Sargent, they're going to continue to play hard. Would not surprise me for this third set to be a lot closer. That swing is out. If you're WT, what you don't want to do is start committing errors.
Yep.
That's what we saw last night. They started hot, and then by that third set, they were committing a lot of attack errors that helped Oklahoma Christian out. It's 5-4 UAFS now. Good hustle from Nash to get it back to Miller. Out of system play that nearly went down for a kill. Good communication. Lady Buffs watched that ball sail out on the attempt from Crownover. Subs in for WT. Cami Jones checks in along with Sadie Snee as she will serve. Here's a look at that shot. Just missed. Set from Alderson. Ooh, a lot of heat, but that one was out on the attempt by Kiki Thompson.
Yeah, that was a great swing, just unable to find some of the court.
I think Kiki might be able to grab the rim, Alex. She got up on that vertical, but just missed. And miscommunication, a service, ace. 2 players watched that ball drop.
Gotta love the soccer chants in volleyball, don't you?
Alex, they have all kinds of chants. The WT Pep Band, I think that they practice in the offseason not only their band musical skills, I think they practice their chants and come up with new and creative things to say.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me at all. It would not surprise me.
A quick timeout here for Arkansas Fort Smith. Lady Buffs lead 8-5 in set number 3, trying to complete the sweep. We'll take a timeout, come back with more action after this.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairies lie.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
In the heart of Texas.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to Brett Kerr Court. Here's a look at the last point for West Texas A&M as UAFS tries the outside, and that has been a huge advantage for WT today is the defensive block for the Lady Buffs. 7 blocks as a team and a lot of balance. You love to see this. Tori Miller leads the team with 10 kills, but Ashlyn Vineyard, she has had an outstanding match today. 7 kills for her. Kayla Elliott very involved with 5 kills and a couple blocks. Abby Nash, 4 kills. Cami Jones has been much better today, and so this is what Kendra Potts, Casey Shingler, and the staff want to see from the Lady Buffs. Crownover tries the tip shot, handled by Vogel. Back set to Jones. And a whistle.
It was off the tape.
For touch off the tape.
Yeah. It was a great set, great run by Cami, just a little bit too low of an angle there.
They get Miller on the outside. And again, so many times you hear that ball, that loud thump from number 31, and Tori puts down the kill, terminates the point, 11th kill of the match. Lady Buffs in control, lead by 3, 9-6. They won the first set 25-19, second set 25-21. Great dig by Chandler Vogel. So good on the back row. Alderson sets up Thompson, and she finds a kill there. Again, working the middle. They've had more success in the middle than they have on the outside or the right side today, the Lions. They push this one to the outside, and Nash tries it, but a good defensive play for Arkansas Fort Smith, and that will be a point for the Lady Lions. Lady Buffs currently on a 6-game win streak, going back the last time they lost on the road at UT Tyler. They've won at Commerce, UTPB, Western New Mexico, Eastern, St. Mary's, St. Edwards, Oklahoma Christian last night, and now trying to get a 7th straight win, and also trying to stay perfect at home, Alex. They're 8-0 this season at home.
Needless to say, there are only 2 losses this year come against top 25 teams. Yeah, so, and realistically, looking at the games, even though the Kearney game in Kearney was a sweep, some of the matches were very, very close. And then the Tyler game down in Tyler went 4, but the first 2 sets were decided by 4 points. Some of them went extra points as well. Yeah. So, I mean, again, a couple of those points go the other way. WT walks out of there with a 3-1 victory themselves. So
that ball partially blocked, and it stays alive. Nope. Double. Whistle a violation against West Texas A&M, and all of a sudden it's 10 serving 11. Told you those Lady Lions weren't going to go away easily. To serve, Jaslyn Wells, the libero, 5'6" senior out of the state of Missouri. Ball pushed outside. Beautiful tip shot by Abby Nash. The ability to hang in the air and have the vision to read the defense and make the right shot.
Yeah, great play there by Nash. She's played very well here in sets 2 and 3, up to 5 kills now.
In the middle, Holland, her swing out of bounds. So after trimming the lead to 1, WT back-to-back points. And the Lady Buffs lead 13-10 to serve freshman Blair Moreland, who has been great this season. Hits that one, the serve into the net. Trying to get a soft one over and just didn't get enough on it. Point to the Lady Lions. Ball in the hands of Chloe Alderson. Good pass, perfect set, and that leads to Kayla Elliott. Look out below, kids.
Wow. 7 kills on 12 swings now for Elliott as we look at the replay.
Yeah, hide the kids. Here we go.
Perfect timing on the set and nothing you can do about it.
Feels like when she's up in the air like that, there ought to be a like a weather warning sign or something like, you know.
Vineyard picking up another kill her 8th now.
Yeah, she's been great today.
On fire thus far for WT.
Back set. Vineyard, good job on the pass. They set up Abby Nash back row, and she puts one down.
Looks like WT is spreading the wealth right now.
Yeah, they're on a 4-0 run, and it's a timeout for Arkansas Fort Smith. 16-11 lead for West Texas A&M. Take a quick timeout. Back with more volleyball here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like.
Let's look at that last play for West Texas A&M. Able to get another kill down. Lady Buffs lead 16-11 here in set number 3, trying to complete the sweep. And they have been in system throughout this match today. A lot of balance. Vogel is able to make the dig there, and then Elliott got that one over.
Yeah, that's tough. Just when you swing like that and the block is there, but it falls on your side instead of theirs, that's a tough feeling.
17-11. Nash serves again. Alderson back set, and that's a good shot for Crownover. She's went with the touch shot a lot today, and this time put some power on that swing. Finds an opening in the back row. Gives the point to Arkansas Fort Smith, 12 serving 17.
It's a tough serve. Miller just unable to get a clean touch on it, and it'll be a service ace for the Lions.
To serve, Reagan Maka. Good bump set from Abby Nash to Tori Miller. And the timing was perfect from Tori. Look at this one again. Not an easy bump set.
Yeah, that's tough.
And if I'm on the back row, I'm doing the same thing. Get your hands up if Tori Miller's hitting at you. Good swing on the return there for Hannah Holland. Good balance today from Arkansas Fort Smith. Holland with 8 kills, Crownover 7, Reagan Maka 7. The big difference is, so Hannah Holland, she has a high hitting percentage, but most of the other Arkansas Fort Smith players, the hitting percentages are very low.
A lot of errors for the Lady Lions today. Again, attack errors total to 20 at this point. Only 33 kills on attacks, whereas the Lady Buffs, 40 kills, only 12 attack errors. So 8 less attack errors, 7 more kills, as that's going to be a nice block there for Fort Smith.
Fregali, with some help from Kiki Thompson, deny Ashland Vineyard at the net, and here the Lions come creeping back again, trimming the lead to 2, 16 serving 18. Holland puts it over, but it doesn't get over.
It's tough.
It's the net and bounces backwards. (16) 19 serving 16. Snay to serve. On the front row right now, Marjani Stanfield, Tori Miller, and Cammie Jones. Good pass. The set is there. Thompson winds up, but she's denied. Block touch for WT. Another block. Tori Miller and Marjani Stanfield. That's been the theme throughout. Lady Buffs defense has been tremendous today.
Yeah, absolutely tremendous. If you're just looking at all of the block totals, 7 total blocks. as the Lady Buffs have really limited the hitting.
It's a point for West Texas A&M. Hard swing, but it's out down the near line there. Coach Sargent comes over. She wants to challenge that. At first glance, thought it was out, but this one they'll take a look at again, and it's a.
Is that the first challenge we've had today?
We've had one. We had one before you got here.
Okay.
That took a while because it was a shot. They were trying to determine whether it was in or out.
Right.
So 21-16 as it stands right now.
Sitting at the table yesterday, I got to see how the challenge thing works with all the cameras and everything, and it's really cool how it's all processed. There's going to be an iPad that somebody's sitting there, and you can go frame by frame, get multiple different shots and angles based off of the cameras that they have set up around the box. They really do a great job with the replay system here.
So they'll check this one out. 21-16 is the lead right now. Again, Lady Buffs won the first and the second sets. 25-19 and then 25-21. Really good crowd out here today. And for the Lady Buffs getting the kids involved this weekend, they are hosting Alex. Too bad we're not kids. We could get a free 30-minute clinic for the students after the match today. It's part of the Lady Buff, Little Buff youth program.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, you know. It's kind of one of those things where as a kid, you look up to these college players in your hometown and things like that. And when you're that young, they really just seem larger than life. You're watching them do things that you don't really think that anybody should be able to do. And then when you actually finally get the chance to play with them and get them to coach you, just a really great overall experience.
Still looking at this review.
This one's going to be a close one. I think it's going to take a little bit.
Let's look at some of the scores around the Lone Star Conference. Texas A&M Commerce wins at home against Kingsville, 3-0 in a sweep. Also, UT Permian Basin, they win at home, 3-0 sweep over Cameron. Lubbock Christian leads Texas Women's right now 2-0. In the third set, they lead 11-7. Angelo State again will no score update yet in their match at Dallas Baptist, and UT Tyler wins 3-0. The challenge goes to the Arkansas Fort Smith Lady Lions.
How about that?
Coach Jane Sargent makes the right call there on that challenge. So it will be 17 serving 20. Ball in the hands of Courtney Crownover. Miller, hard swing, but it's handled by Wells. Free ball for WT. Tip is good for Marjani.
That's a great play to just be able to hang in the air like that.
Yeah, a lot of her, we noticed this from the beginning of the season, a lot of her points, her kills are unorthodox. They're not always smooth plays, but she is such an athletic player.
Works. And when you're athletic like that, as we see on the set here, just able to hang in and
just change your motion of the arm, right?
Yeah, when you're able to do that, I mean, you don't always have to be orthodox. You know, sometimes being unorthodox helps you out.
Attempt on the tip shot. Vogel dives and saves it again. Block from Cammie Jones and Marjani Stanfield. They are fired up. Oh, mama.
Wow.
Look at this one again. Because Fregali puts a powerful swing into it. Just denied.
Yeah, not much you can do with that. New sub checking in for Fort Smith. It's going to be number 16, Abby Cagle.
Overpass. And Marjani Stanfield gets big hug from Abby Nash after getting that point. Stanfield, 4 kills, 7 attempts.
That's one thing that I have noticed with this team is that they are very, very close.
Yeah, they're always having fun.
Very supportive of each other. They know how each other are going to play.
Oh, okay. Just keep that ball toward the direction of Marjani Stanfield.
I say set it back to her again for a game point.
Oh.
Like, you might as well at this point.
This is for the match. 24, serving 17. In the middle, denied again. Game, match over for West Texas A&M.
Who else? Like, who else was it going to be at that point, you know? A block, and then a kill, and then a block, and then a kill, and then another block.
There you go.
At this point.
She was already celebrating, and it did go down for West Texas A&M. They win 25-17 in the third, so they complete the sweep 25-19, 25-21, and 25-17. We'll step aside for a timeout, come back with the post-game show here from the box right after these messages on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train long, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie lies
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to the box as West Texas A&M completes the sweep. They win that third set 25-17. And so for the Lady Buffs, improve the overall record this season to 14 wins. Still just 2 losses. Alex, they stay perfect here at home at the box, perfect 9-0 at home. And WT, they were really, you look at different phases of the game, obviously what Coach Potts wanted to improve on from last night. And I think they did the job today.
Yeah, no, definitely played absolutely wonderful on all sides of the ball. Not only attacking-wise on the offensive end, blocking-wise on the defensive end, and then good passes, good sets, good digs. Just an all-around incredible performance to pick up the sweep here against this Fort Smith team.
Let's look at those final statistics for West Texas A&M and also for University of Arkansas Fort Smith as WT finishes with 43 kills to just 34 for UAFS. Blocks, a big story, 10 blocks for WT, just 5 for the Lady Lions. And they got great production WT did from lots of players. Obviously, Kayla Elliott was great defensively. And then late it was Marjani Stanfield that really stepped up again, playing without Katrina Johnson today. And they knew that they were going to have some players step up their game. They did that defensively. On the back row, Chandler Vogel, as always, did a great job leading the team with 13 digs. Abby Nash had 9 digs. And we mentioned this balance. When you get all of your players offensively going, confident, in a flow, this team is very dangerous.
Yeah, no kidding. Again, as we see, Arkansas Fort Smith really had some problems stopping some of the Lady Buff attacks just because they had so many players that were playing well and going at the same time. Again, if you have Ashlyn Vineyard on the outside and then you have to worry about Abby Nash on this side, you've got Tori Miller that you can still set in the back, Elliott in the middle. It's really, really difficult sometimes to be able to stop all the forms of attack that these Lady Buffs can point from and go one way or the other. I mean, it's just incredible to watch sometimes. And then when the sets are on point, the locations are different and changing things. It's really great to see.
For University of Arkansas Fort Smith in the loss, so they will fall to 9-10, 4-6 in LSC play. But to mention some individuals, Hannah Holland leads the team in the loss today with 8 kills. Courtney Crown over 7 kills on 20 swings. Reagan Maka 7 kills. Assist, Chloe Alderson leads the team there with 29 assists. For West Texas A&M, give credit to both setters. Blair Moreland, the true freshman, she finishes with 20 assists. Sadie Snee with 13 assists. And so a great job for the Lady Buffs today. Again, they win their 8th straight match. For West Texas A&M, they're 14-2. They're 8-1 in conference play. And their next matches will be on the road next Friday, October 22nd at Midwestern State, and Saturday at Cameron. And so, Alex, you looked at the schedule, and there's no easy match in the Lone Star Conference, that's for sure. But if the Lady Buffs, if we see them play like they did today, it might be a while before they lose another one, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. They have the talent to beat anybody in the nation that I feel personally, again, although they got swept by the number 3 team in the nation, Nebraska Kearney, at the same time, they played well. They had a lot of games that were close. That was an early game in the season. Then they played UT Tyler, who's currently undefeated in the Lone Star Conference and undefeated overall. Played them very close on the road for both of those games, much less. So realistically, playing here at home, I think that they have a chance to beat anybody.
West Texas A&M again in the win, the sweep, 25-19, 25-21, and 25-17. I want to mention our outstanding Thunder Vision production team for the job on the cameras and upstairs tonight. Director Jacob Johnson, your camera operators Kason Johnson, Cheyenne Jonas, and Daniel Kalunga. For Alex Kipfer, I'm Lucas Kinsey saying thanks so much for watching today on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. The Buffs football team takes on Eastern New Mexico tonight in the Wagon Wheel, and you can see that one here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Until next time, everybody have a great weekend.